Well, as you said, there's a large nucleus of the under-20s that are in the under-23s. So having worked with them for 10 months, it certainly will make things easier. You know, I think the biggest weakness is that a lot of the boys, and not through any fault of their own, haven't been exposed enough to international football. And we saw in the 10 months that I was here with the under-20s, I think we played something like 18 games, which is a lot of football games in that period of time for a national under-20 team. So, and we saw how they grew. So it's not rocket science that if you expose players to higher levels of international football, that they will improve. So that I see as the biggest weakness. There are other weaknesses within, I think, the whole environment, but I saw in 10 months how quickly these players learn and realise that football is about structure. You know, the President alluded to it before, that there has to be planning. You know, you have to be professional. You don't just come in and think, oh, we'll go for a run today, or we'll play 11v11. It's got to be structured. You know, your weekly training session, your annual program, your daily sessions. And as I've implemented with coaches in 10 months, that they all have training session diaries. You know, we did, I think, 80 or 90 sessions whilst I was with the under-20s. And all those sessions are documented and recorded and given to the other coaches who were assisting me at the time. Ravinesh, Shalen, Sefel. So they now have, you know, a core group of sessions and basically playing tactics, training tactics. You know, everything you do on the park has to be what you're striving to do on the weekend. So I think with the under-23s, that's the immediate, I think, major tournament. But you know, we're also going to be in preparation for the under-17s and under-20s. And it's no good just to start 1 month or 2 months before they go to qualification. It has to start now. You know, give the coaches 6 months or 12 months to help prepare. So, as I said, it's not a quick fix. This doesn't happen overnight. But I think if you start to implement these things where, you know, there is planning, there's a vision of where we want to be in 12 months' time at the Olympics, or where we want to be for the Nations Cup. We're not saying we're going to win the Nations Cup, but I would like to think in 2, 4, 6, 8 years that yes, Fiji can seriously challenge to win the Nations Cup. But that's the biggest weakness, is basically lack of quality international football for a lot of the younger guys. But you know, as the years go by, you'll see that I think from the grassroots development to national team development, you'll see major changes. I've seen that we've only got, I think, 4 or 5 qualified B licensed coaches, or 3 qualified B licensed coaches and 2 still currently doing it. That's not good enough. You know, we talk about developing our team structures and style, but we've got to really seriously get into our coach development as well. And I think once we do that, you'll see, you know, vast improvement. Yeah, look, that would be great. You know, as I said, the more national team players that you have playing in better competitions or higher competitions, or in different countries with different styles, it's better. You know, the Australian A-League, for example, where Roy plays at the moment, it's very difficult competition to break into, particularly for Pacific Island players, because they're all regarded as visa players. And most of the clubs in the A-League will always go to Europe or South America to fill those 5 visa spots. So I would like in the future to think that yes, we can move more players. Maybe start as Roy Krishna did in the local New Zealand competition. That's a realistic goal for a lot of our young players, I think, and national team players. We've seen Alvin Singh playing in Australia, and he's arguably one of the best players in Fiji at the moment. So that experience has helped him. Can we do it? Yes. But again, that's a gradual process in finding the right environment or team or country to try and place players.